All right. Here we are back again with another up-close detail video of the beautiful Decon Chelsea by Norman Vilalta. A very popular and famous boot in the shoe industry. Norman took it by storm a few years back when he launched this boot with a very unique design here of a chukka style in a Chelsea boot. Well, a Chelsea boot with laces. You know, one thinks of a half mid boot with laces, a chukka, but ultimately it is a Chelsea style. So he called it the Decon Chelsea, and to shoe lovers around the world, it's been a very popular model. So let's take a quick look. Norman offers his standard one on a soft chisel last. I'm not sure if you can made to order that in a different toe. I'm sure you can, or at least, well, if you really want to, you can bespoke make it. Beautiful, look at the shape right there. That's beautiful detailing right there. If you know the anatomy of our leg and heel, you know the heel sticks out and then it has this natural curvature in your foot. It's very rare to see somebody just straight up. So these types of details are subtle, but separate great pattern makers and designers from the rest, so to speak. The shoes are beautiful. I believe Norman tends to put hand finishing patinas on the majority of his pairs, even the suede ones. You can see the beautiful job done. His patinas are always pretty subtle. They look more like antique aging. They're very lovely with beautiful warm coloring. It's a beautiful color. This boot is immaculate with the reddish browns and tans put together. Let's take a look at the sole here. Norman has his signature sole with the long stripes in a purple. I can't recall if, pretty sure he does this in a couple other colors, but the purple is definitely one of the more recognizable, noticeable ones. Here you have NV for Norman Vilalta. And I believe some sizing. Norman seems to do a lot of straight waists, as you can tell. No beveling here, with a nice, the nice fudge welting on the welt there. One thing you notice differently from Norman's shoes is this notched heel. So this is very traditional in shoemaking, where you shape the heel at an angle, which is not going to be done in a traditional factory. So this is very much handwork right here, very subtle bit of handwork. And I know this because I made shoes and we used to do this. So one thing that's beautiful about Norman's stuff are these little subtle details of handwork that he produces at the end with a lot of hand finishing. It also has a very, very subtle pitch there. It's also been said that Norman finishes his soles in the old shoemaking tradition, which is with broken glass, to create a very beautiful and smooth finished heel and sole. And so you also see this little notch piece, the wheel here, another fine detail, which I'm sure Norman or one of his makers does by hand themselves. So beautiful stuff here that Norman does. It's a beautiful boot. It's easy to understand why it's so popular in the shoe industry. And I can only imagine it will continue to do so because it's unique. It's unique and it's beautiful. And that is what makes great footwear. So hats off to Norman for this unique design. I look forward to seeing other stuff that he puts in place. I know his brain is always turning, trying to come up with cool new ideas. Great craftsmanship. Definitely check it out. Check out Norman's site if you haven't seen it already, and do stay tuned for future up close detail videos as we highlight shoes of the industry. Thanks as always for tuning in. Wishing everybody a great day. Take care.